I told you so that the Liverpool game versus Newcastle is tougher for Liverpool than Man United for Arsenal. Arsenal 2, Man United 0, 2 set pieces, but Arsenal deserves nothing less than the 3 points tonight at the Emirates. I thought Arsenal played pretty well, but I have to give credit to Man United, who set up pretty well under Ruben Amorim. But the main talking points is not the game. It is not how Man United played, how Arsenal played. This is one of the biggest games in English football, and all what Arsenal needed is to get the 3 points, especially with Liverpool dropping points. 3-3 Liverpool and Newcastle after being up Liverpool 3-2, coming from behind twice, and they lead 3-2, and Callagher makes a horrific mistake. But let's go back to the Arsenal game. I thought Arsenal were in control. Before we speak about the games, before we speak about the 2 games and the title races on, we're not going to sleep on Chelsea. I'm going to release a video later about Chelsea and how emphatic their win was against Southampton with Madueke, Cole Palmer, of course, Sancho on the score sheet, of course, Nkunku as well. But that's a different video. Hit that like button first. The like button is underneath the video. Make sure it's lit. It looks like thumbs up. Turn on the notification bell and let me know in the comments. Is the title race on now? And is Arsenal putting pressure on Liverpool? Will Liverpool feel pressure from here on with 7 points ahead of Arsenal and Chelsea and also Manchester City, who smashed Nottingham Forest 3-0, have 9 points behind the leaders Liverpool? But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Today, everyone feared, everyone was scared, myself included. I thought that the backline of Arsenal with Kivior and Zinchenko leading the left side will be a little bit of a hole, but it wasn't. Yes, the wing backs of Man United had spaces, but nothing dangerous. I can't remember a time where Man United in this game were that dangerous. They didn't create one big chance. They didn't, if I remember correctly. On Arsenal, I thought they were in control. I thought the goal was coming from the first half. Created a couple of chances, not clinical enough, but the set pieces, part of the game. And I don't want anyone to tell me that set pieces is not part of the game. They are part of the game. Arsenal are the best in the world in set pieces. So realistically, it's a weapon as much as dribbling, as much as crosses, as much as shooting from outside the 18. Set pieces is a weapon. And we asked many, many times, is it sustainable? Well, it looks like it is. It looks like Arsenal in these games find a way to win the games with set pieces. 2 set pieces, Jurriën Timber and Saliba, not your picks to get goals, especially with Gabriel out, but they get the 2 goals and Arsenal win with a clean sheet against Man United. Does that put pressure on Liverpool? I think yes. It will put pressure on Liverpool. And we'll talk about why I think it will put pressure on Liverpool. But in terms of the tactics, Mikel Arteta was not phased. No Calafiori, no Gabriel. Thomas Partey started in the middle. Declan Rice, Odegaard, and they looked very, very good. Arsenal today, composed, well organized. The defense looked very organized against Højlund and Garnacho and Mason Mount. I think Amorim got the lineup wrong. And they wanted a little bit of Ahmad maybe up top, maybe Rashford with the speed, but they didn't get that. They didn't have this from the beginning of the game. And Arsenal were in control. I know there are a lot of people, yeah, but the first half was only 0-0. No, I thought Arsenal were in control. As I said before the game, I thought that Arsenal would win the game. I thought that Arsenal would win the game with 2+ goal margins. Set pieces or not set pieces, not the point, because I thought the goals would come. And Arsenal created other chances, a lot of blocks from De Ligt, a lot of blocks from Harry Maguire inside the 18. And Arsenal could have been already in the first half 1-0 up if it wasn't for an amount of blocks that Man United had in the 18. But this Arsenal team now, they weren't phased. There was a lot of pressure on them before the game. A lot of people said, Amorim, new manager, he will get to Arsenal. The pressure will get to them. And a lot of people doubted them. I thought the crowd, when I was hearing from the TV, the crowd was so in the game, was so like galvanizing the player, where they were shouting and screaming from the first minute. They were behind the team today. And that is the Arsenal that we were seeing last season. Composed, controlled, moved the ball very, very well. Kai Havertz dropping, helping Odegaard, and Odegaard, again, another game where Odegaard was so good on the ball. Maybe he didn't get on the assist or the goals, but you can tell. When you're watching the game, you can tell that everything is going through Odegaard. Yes, Bukayo Saka is the final product. Yes, Bukayo Saka is the guy that drives into the 18, the guy that does the things close, but it's Odegaard who dictates the game. It's Odegaard who actually dictates the tempo, dictates where the ball is going. The calmness and the composure of Martin Odegaard, I think, is from a different world. The composure of him on the ball, with Man United players trying to press him, with Man United players trying to hack him, very, very composed on the ball, Martin Odegaard. So that shout out to him, to be honest. He is turning into a player that I love to open the TV and watch. I would love to watch Odegaard. Maybe one day I'll go and watch Odegaard live at the Emirates or somewhere else if they play away. But the guy is turning into a fantastic player. As for the rest, I want to give a shout to a player today that I saw was so industrial and so good today, which is Declan Rice. A lot of people, including myself, doubted and criticized Declan Rice in the beginning of the season for the performances that weren't up to the same level as we held him to since the performances of last season, who was Arsenal's best player last season. This game, the drive, the tackles, the movement of Declan Rice, we're back to his best. And we have to admit that Arsenal lately, I don't know if they sneaked a Dubai trip or something in the last international break, but since they came back from the international break, they look so electric. They look so up to the task. William Saliba today, Jorian Timber, Saka, Odegaard, Thomas Partey today played well. Kivior, I gotta get a shout to Kivior today, who looked good, looked very well, looked like he can fill in the Gabriel spot, and that was good to see that they have the depth without Calafiori. Zinchenko played okay. Yes, he got cooked a couple of times by Ahmad, but I thought that he held his position in the first half, played well, passed the ball. Tactically, Arsenal played the same. There was no change in the Arsenal game. Arsenal did not do anything tactically different. Zinchenko still inverted sometimes, was to the left sometimes. So it's the same old from Arsenal, relying on the right side more than the left, but also the left. Martinelli was not bad. I thought Trossard, when he came on, looked good. Trossard in the second half when he played. Trossard as well in the second half. A lot of people criticized Martinelli. I thought he did his job. He did his work. He wasn't bad. He wasn't as clinical as before, but I thought he wasn't bad. But I don't think if he's the answer for Arsenal, to be honest, in that left side. They might need to sign someone on that left side. I'm not going to have a go at Kai Havertz. I didn't think he was good today, but he was the physical. He was trying to put the tackles in on Maguire and the rest. But however, as we say, the league table, as we see, look like this at the current moment. With Arsenal and Chelsea are closing in the gap, 7 points on Liverpool. Are Liverpool feeling the pressure? They might. I think Liverpool today let Mohamed Salah down, which is what happened today. Mohamed Salah today had a 10 out of 10 performance. Hit the post, had an assist, scored 2 goals. Absolutely phenomenal performance by Mohamed Salah. But he was let down by Kelleher and the back line, who let them down today, including, and I'm going to be fair here, including Virgil van Dijk. I thought that Virgil van Dijk today was not great. Didn't close out Alexander Isak, who had a fantastic and an amazing game today. Wasn't leading the line. Gomez and Kwanzaa were all over the place on the right side against Anthony Gordon, to be honest. Virgil van Dijk, I'm gonna actually say something a little bit different than last time. He couldn't even cover Robertson, Jacob Murphy behind him was so dangerous, and Virgil van Dijk couldn't cover him and couldn't even position him in the right place. And the back line of Liverpool today they were exposed. And I don't have anyone to tell me anything, but the back line today had cracks. Without Konate today, without Conor Bradley had cracks. Kwanzaa and Gomez showed the cracks in this back line. Is this the depth catching up? It's a tough game. I'm going to repeat it. I said before the game, on record, on the Football Terrace and on my channel and everywhere, I said that the Newcastle game is not as easy as people think. Yes, Newcastle have not won against Liverpool since 2015, but the draw was on the table. The draw was served on the table. It was out there. Because Newcastle at home against the big teams, they didn't lose to Man City. They won against Arsenal. So they are not an easy team to play when you play them at St. James's Park. And that proved today. They never, even at 3-2, you felt that Newcastle still had a life in them and they might come back into the game. Of course, Callagher allowed Fabian Schär in the far post. That was an easy clearance by Callagher, and that's why they need Alisson. That's why Alisson is a level or 2-3 levels above Alisson. Alisson doesn't make that mistake. Alisson doesn't leave the ball without knowing what's behind him. Callagher did, and that cost them 2 points. Liverpool could have walked away, even though I don't think that Liverpool deserved the win, could have walked away from St. James's Park with 3 points. Why? Because they have the clutch player of Mohamed Salah. Trent off the bench was a fantastic assist. Right? 2 assists, if I'm not mistaken, for Trent. 2 assists, the second and the third goal. That combination worked when Trent came on the pitch. And they could have walked away. Why? Because they have the clutch players. But again, a mistake from the goalkeeper cost you 2 points, Liverpool. Will they feel the pressure? I think we'll know against Everton in the weekend. I don't think so. I think they will look at this game. I think Arne Slot would look at this game and think that maybe we look at the positives in this game, that we were twice behind, 1-0 and 2-1, and we came back to be 3-2 up. Maybe he looks at this game in the positive way, not the negative way, because at the end, you lost the 2 points from a mistake that doesn't happen so often. In terms of the game, I thought, again, the lineup today from Liverpool, I thought it was wrong. I thought Darwin Núñez, and I have to speak about Darwin Núñez. What a howler of a game from Darwin Núñez. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget the like button. Let me know in the comments. This guy at some point today was playing against Liverpool. Against Liverpool. I swear he was playing against them. The passes hit him. He's in the wrong place all the time. He's crowding Cody Gakpo on the left. He's crowding Diaz on the left. I think this guy looks like he doesn't belong. Yes, he can have a 1 game, 2 game, but when they needed him today, I thought he was horrific when I was watching him. Terrible. On the eye, he's terrible. Didn't run every time. The guy today couldn't even take Dan Burn on a run. And this is why in the summer, I said Liverpool needed to sign a striker, needed to sign a center forward. This guy doesn't belong to Liverpool. And it might happen again. If Jota doesn't get fit, Liverpool might lose the title, or might be, or I'm not going to say lose the title, might drop points, a lot of points, because this guy, he had an opportunity in the far post where he was lazy. When Cody Gakpo hit the ball, a brilliant cross from Mohamed Salah. Cody Gakpo hits it across the goal. Clear net, Darwin Núñez is late. Because he's not anticipating the ball to come to him. He doesn't have the football IQ to do it. And that is the thing. But Liverpool today, 2 points dropped. Are they going to regret them? I don't think so. Because these 2 points that were dropped today, I saw them coming. I saw a game that is very tough. I'm expecting them to win against Everton. However, it's a tough game. But this was absolutely horrific. But last but not least, couple of things I need to speak about. This man, Alexander Isak, today proved that he's one of the most and the best strikers in the Premier League. He doesn't even need service to deliver. Give him the ball and he will do the business. And that is the striker that we're talking about. He doesn't need the service. Actually, he set up 3 big chances. Apart from the goal he scored to his teammates. 3 big chances, you know. he's not only a goal scorer, but he also scores, he also creates chances. And that is what I need. Last thing. This man deserves a statue. Arsenal's best player today, the set piece coach, deserves a statue today. What a coach. When they come off, they come off. The guy was absolutely today spot on in terms of the tactics that he did in the set pieces against Man United. They changed. They played the majority of the set pieces actually early at near post. And it worked. It worked because Jurriën Timber scored at the near post. But just at the end, before we end, let me know in the comments, do you think Liverpool will drop points more? Do you think Arsenal will catch them? Or also, if you want to sneak in Chelsea there, well, we'll see about Chelsea. We'll talk about them later. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button. Brilliant, brilliant day of football. Loved it. Loved every bit of it. And I will see you guys. Make sure to like the video, and I will see you guys later. We're out of here, people.